All right, so we're going to do a short deep dive into Warrior Babe's funnel. Now, we did a deep dive onto their ads. Now, we're actually going to speak about the funnel and the sorts of psychology and tactics they are using to obviously increase conversions and get sales because they are doing extremely well. Let it be known they are doing a ton of funnels. We're just going to go with this one right here from this ad specifically. It does go to a quiz, as you can see here in the URL and stated in the copy. So just to be clear, let's read this out and then go to the funnel. I started feeling better in 7 days. More energy came back. Bloating was gone. Chloe, 54. Clearly qualification, 54. So you're probably targeting 45 and up. Women in menopause type deal. Fit over 40. There you go. So 54. Chloe, testimonial, great. And again, testimonials are usually like objections. So most people probably have low energy and are, have a lot of bloating. So that's great. Taking this 60-second quiz, great. We're making it very easy to interact with. It's only 60 seconds. Don't worry about it. Sometimes if you think quiz, how long is the quiz? How many questions are going to ask me? Is it difficult? Is it hard? Right, a lot of people don't have that bandwidth depending on when you are reading this, especially if it's in the evening. You don't want to be doing mental tasks. So they basically, again, they make that known. They make it make sense. 60 seconds, very easy and quick. What's been stalling your fat loss goals? They tie it to an outcome that they're trying to do, right? If they just said, take this 60-second quiz, no more guessing game, doesn't really, there's no connection there. So what they do is they go take this 60-second quiz and then to identify what's been stalling your fat loss goals, which is huge. No more guessing games, no crazy workouts. Get clarity on your next steps with our 1-minute quiz. Now, is it a free quiz? We don't know. Does not say. Just $7 to reset everything, so it's $7. Can be a low ticket. Can't really read that here. Let me just enlarge this quickly. So perfect. Let's head over to the quiz and let's see what they are doing. So as you can see, very simple page. Very simple page. They're on brand with the colors. High, they should take less than a minute. We have 6 easy identifiable questions that they're going to be asking me. Multiple choice, perfect. Not much writing. So bold, right? So you have things, the writing is bolded and it's very quick. As soon as I can read through these very quick, boom, I can go through them. All right, and free gifts included. So they're trying to sell or they're trying to get me to consume this quiz by going through it, right? Basically, they're dangling the stick by saying, free gifts included, $50 value. $50 value, it's like, it's not much, but I mean, for a 1-minute quiz, it's like, whatever. We'll state it, right? Usually you'll see in advertising, it's like $297 of value for free. They just decided to go with 50. I would be interested to see if they tested this. They probably have tested the value number, and 50 seems to be good. So let's go through this. Let's just pick anyone. Body composition. Let's go next. All right, so here they're leading with social credibility, social proof, which is huge. Alan says it's massive, especially in today's market. Perfect. We've helped over just like you. All right, so they stop so I can consume this. All right, makes sense. Again, credibility, social proof. Do you feel like your hormones are working against your weight loss efforts? Let's just go boom. Have you experienced unwanted weight gain in the last 6 months? Yes, significantly. How can we tailor our recommendations to suit your... Let's go. All right, so 35. 35 and up, even though, the Facebook page says 40 plus. Bit incongruent, fit over 40. But hey, let's do, I guess, here. All right, so let's see. And obviously, depending on the answer, that you're going to go to different landing pages. See, I wish I guess they didn't. Okay. So this is what, you know, quizzes are great too because it hides basically the sales process. Um, when selling stuff, if you're, if I were to know I would be coming to a landing page, there'd probably be less consumption, more drop off. However, what you basically do is you connect the road between the ad and the landing page. Yes, you can do that, of course, everyone does that. But a quiz adds a unique, not a unique mechanism, but it's just a cool, unique thing. One, individuals consume it. Number two, it's a fun way to hide kind of what we're trying to do. And ultimately, what we're trying to do is get you here. Number three, the consumer feels more important because it's tailored to them, increasing buying intent. Number four, more importantly, is that when I go to buy this, or whatever I landed on, it's because of me. So when it comes to pricing, instead of me telling you the price, it's like you know, I don't know all their funnels, but I don't know if they're just $7. But what happens here is that basically you went through it, you picked your price. Like you picked the thing you're gonna land on. So you can't be mad when I tell you it's $200. It's like you picked it. It's like this is what your body needs. Right? So yeah, it's a bit of psychology there where you landed on it and you're like, okay, it's $7. Obviously, but I think subconsciously there is that thing where it's like, okay, yeah, this is what my body needs. All right. Now, here we go. So this is basically a pull from Jeremy Miner's Black Book. Blake Wyatt, they actually crushed it. They absolutely crushed the Black Book. It is a funnel, and it's a very, very well working funnel. It works extremely well. They have put tons of dollars behind it and optimizations behind it. And so if you look at that funnel, you'll see it'll look very similar. So you have view sell here.
Layers up. So it's not
playing the whole time. Yeah, so it starts from here. What I would like to see is as soon as I press this.
Welcome to the 7 day
beginning. It did there. Let's try this again here because when I clicked on it the first time, it did not. All you want to do is this can play. As soon as I press it to unmute it, it starts from the beginning because I don't want to come in midway. I missed all the information. We're going to see that here shortly. I'm not going to press on that just yet. I want to see if there is a certain, because I did press on it, nothing happened. We'll come back to the VSL. Limited time offer expires October 4th. Now, what they'll probably do is they'll keep nudging this date forward. So I'll come here October 4th, and I'll probably say October 7th. Discount expires October 4th. Again, this is urgency. Here up top, we have a lot of, again, social proof, over 1,500 plus reviews, 5 stars, perfect. Now, what they don't tell you is that the quality of those reviews. So sure, they're 1,500 reviews. They put the 5-star there, but they're not necessarily saying there's 1,500 plus reviews that are 5 stars. They're not saying that. They're just putting this star thing here because sure, they have 5 stars, but they're just saying 1,500 reviews. So it's a bit of a psychological tactic. Noted. Okay, so let's press this here.
Welcome to the 7.
Yeah, all right, that made sense. So I felt like I pressed it and it did work. But what you're gonna do
7 day
you're gonna play. It's gonna increase the click because it's playing the whole time. So it's always catching my eye here, and then suddenly when I do click, it starts from the beginning. All right, now let's just kind of go through this here. I wish they gave me control, but they do not.
Welcome to the 7-day metabolism reset. What you're about to see is the same process that we prescribed to over 18,000 women to help them heal their metabolism, elevate their energy levels, and recover their body's natural and powerful fat burning potential. Now, I'm guessing
there's a little bit of, there's not a disconnect, but they're saying 1,500 reviews here, and then they're saying they've helped 18,000 people. Not the best ratio. I don't know, like they've helped
Welcome to the 7-day metabolism reset. What you're about to see is the same process that we prescribed to over 18,000 women to help
And probably the consumer's not even thinking about that anyways, but...
them heal their metabolism.
So, over 18,000 women to help used by over, yeah. Right, so again, these are just common things. Right, so heal their metabolism. All these individuals at this age, this is knowing your ICP, have dealt with this issue.
Elevate their energy levels.
Elevate their energy levels. We have low energy.
And recover their body's natural and powerful fat burning potential. Now
recover, right? So that's, you had this before and you want to get it back.
I'm guessing
Loss, right? So humans hate loss. So instead of saying, and that's why everyone's referring, feel good in your 20s again, or feel like you did in your 20s, feel better than you did in your high school days. They're always referring back to the past because those are the golden days, right? The saying goes. So recover is basically saying you were once here, now you're not. Let's get you back here, right?
that you're here
Be nostalgic. They can think, they can picture themselves.
for one of few reasons. Maybe your metabolism is starting to feel sluggish, and what worked for you in your 20s and your 30s has suddenly stopped working. Or maybe you're doing hours of cardio and you're eating less than 1,200 calories a day.
Many are.
But somehow your weight won't budge. Or maybe you tried all the crash diets, the detoxes, and punishing workouts only to find that they induce yo-yo dieting and cycles of binging and restricting.
So this, the effect here, this paper effect keeps moving, keeps my eye on it. They split it down the side. So one, I can keep focus, obviously, on the lead here. Obviously on her authority, look what she's wearing. She looks professional. I have the books in the back here. Perfect. So she's got my eye, while also I am understanding logically, what this process is.
Whatever your reason might be, you're in the right place.
Because the 7-day metabolism reset
Is designed to help you rewire how your body responds to fat loss, sleep, and to cravings, all in a way that's actually enjoyable, effective, and sustainable.
So yeah, basically, we're going to come in here, all the VSL is doing is, hey, you have this issue, these. If you're here because of this, well, our solution is going to help with that.
Hey, I'm Nikki Stott,
founder of
Then boom, we go into it.
Warrior Babe and creator of the Metabolism Reset.
Over the years, we've helped countless women heal their metabolism and create the foundation they needed to get into the best shape of their lives. And with each and every success story, we've seen how just investing a few short minutes a day into your health, your body, and healing your metabolism means looking, feeling, and just living so much better tomorrow. And
A few minutes a day, all right?
if I had time to highlight every one of these amazing women, I would, but we only have 5 minutes here, so let's get into how this works. Now, you might be familiar.
Look at this, again, social proof, YouTube plaque, books, more books, looks good. I like what they said there. I would want to highlight everyone, but we only have 5 minutes. So again, you're just leading into it, and you're kind of pushing away like, hey, the short time we have together, unfortunately, we can't get through it all, so we'll focus on this one point, right? Which is obviously going to be how this thing works.
With traditional advice that tells women to
And again, in sophisticated markets like this, it's not what it does, it's how it does it. So it's not that you lose weight, it's that our mechanism helps you lose the weight, right? Because the mechanism has to be sophisticated in these type of markets.
to eat less than 1,200 calories a day, run on a treadmill.
All right, so let's continue onwards. So again, limited time, come back and we'll see this number this day probably push forward. Again, they're doing urgency, some scarcity. The 7-day metabolism reset. So 7 days, very quickly. It's easy to implement. It's not 30 days. A lot of, the problem with weight loss, the biggest problem with weight loss, and that's why GLP-1s are making so much money, is because weight loss takes time. It's one of those things where you can't just set it and forget it, and tomorrow, you lose all your weight and you have a six-pack. It takes time. And I mean, that is the biggest thing they are facing. It's basically the time to value. So I pay you today, and it takes me a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months to get to my weight loss goals. It takes a very long time. And that is one of the biggest issues. That is one of the biggest limitations of weight loss. So you have GLP-1s come to the market and just revolutionize the entire thing like nothing before. And what they're probably going to do is they're going to start arguing. They're going to start basically shitting on GLP-1s because that obviously is taking a lot of their market share. So they have to argue about, or they have to have an argument against. That's what I was saying. They have to have an argument against GLP-1s, why you shouldn't take it, and the side effects of it, and X, Y, and Z, and now they're getting sued, and all this other stuff. Because if they don't, you're going to go straight to the GLP-1s, right? So the 7-day, again, very short. The shorter you can do this, the better. That's why detoxes are so popular. It's like a 3-day detox stuff, metabolism reset. Perfect. So again, we can reset. We can get back to the old days. That's what this implies. And metabolism. Repair metabolism, restore your energy, reclaim your body's natural fat loss potential. All right. There is no, like usually you would see repair metabolism, restore your energy, so benefits, reclaim your body's natural fat loss potential without, I guess they do that in the VSL, but I think it would be probably beneficial to some degree to put without, hours of cardio, crash diets, X, Y, and Z. They probably have tested that, and I guess this just turns out to be a little better. VSL, down here, only a few days left. Again, scarcity. We have the discount expires. We have nice graphics here by designer. We got some flowers, nice colors. We can clearly see, okay, the metabolism reset, 7 days. I get this, this, and this. Instant access, right? Again, very easy to consume. You can buy it today. You can consume it as soon as that email hits, right? Or whatever. Instant access, instant consumption, instant gratification. 5 free bonus gifts, perfect. And as we know, that's the $50 value. 5 free bonus gifts. Everyone loves the word free, and everyone loves multiples of different things. So, you get 5 for $7. Some emojis here. Not the biggest fan of emojis, but I guess in an offer like this, they have kind of this emoji-like design. Only $47, $7. Now, I've said this before. When you add zeros to your numbers, it makes the number look bigger. So most of the time, what you will see is that the discounted number, or the original number, has the zeros, and then the discounted number is just a whole number without the zeros, because they want to make it as small as possible. So the 47 has the zeros, and then the 7 is just a clean 7. Oh, so look, even in size wise, it's so much smaller, right? That's the objective of what they're going for. Save 85% today, flash sale. Now, you can also do is you can just put it in dollar form, because again, people have to do mental math. 85% off. Obviously, I do know it's 47 to the 7, but they're like, oh yeah, it is 85%. Instead, you can just say save $40 flash sale. Okay, because everyone likes to save. We hate losing. People like to save. People like to hold on to things. And they probably did test that, and maybe, the 85% today made more sense than saying $40. Enroll now and start in 2 minutes. Again, instant gratification. You can consume it right now. Now available for instant access. Yes, I'm ready for my metabolism reset. When it comes to CTAs, you want to have action involved. Yes, I'm ready for my metabolism reset. Plus, unlock 5 free bonus gifts. Perfect. It's like, let's do it, right? Let's continue onwards. Based again here, so we have the money back guarantee. I think that is the first time we are seeing the money back guarantee. I don't think they had it on the ads. No, they did not. So the first time we're seeing money back guarantee above the CTA. Classic. What you will see above the CTA is, number one, the CTA, or below the CTA, sorry. What you will see below the CTA is you will have some benefits potentially right here. You'll have the money back guarantee, either the photo or written, and then you'll obviously have some credibility, and then you'll have 100% secure, and then you will have the payment types. Classic design below the CTA. So they are obviously tracking this. They're using Microsoft Clarity, or they're using some type of heat map, some type of analytic to understand this, and that's why this is here. Here, for instance, boom, perfect graphics, discount, expires. I think it would look, the page wouldn't look as full if this wasn't here, okay? Jeremy Miner has the same thing. I think it would look a little weird if it was just the video and this thing on the side. So what they do is they try to even it out. I think it's probably softer on the eyes, the page. Great color, nice and bright, inviting, perfect. All right. Plus, right, and then plus unlock the 5 bonuses. Okay, let's continue onwards. Again, credibility, join the sisterhood. Right, so join the sisterhood, a community involvement group. You're a part of something, right? There's people like you who are in the sisterhood, right? This is huge. If it just said like, you know, even join the movement, but join thousands of others doesn't have the same effect of like join the sisterhood. Like, hey, we're family. It's a community, right? More involvement. Perfect. A lot here who've transformed using the metabolism reset. Obviously, photos, credibility, social proof. Results may vary. Compliance, backed by 49 reviewed peer studies. So here they start to go into the, you know, what our thing does, why it works, and more social proof. There's, you know, 49 peer-reviewed scientific studies. They post them here, and then they highlight the key aspects. So the effect of apple cider vinegar on lipid profiles, glycemic parameters, systematic review, meta-analysis, morning exercise, fat oxidation, gene expression, right? And then we continue onwards. John Hopkins, wow, right? So so credibility, social proof. Again, the more you can just insert that into the lander, the better. John Hopkins, massive. We're gonna pinpoint some key aspects of the paper. What happens during the 7-day metabolic reset? So now we have to explain the thing, right? So here we're still unclear of what it actually is, right? So these are the people that just want to buy it. It's $7, whatever. I'll buy it to see. We come down here. Interesting. Okay, so they've been working, and you know their product does well. Okay, perfect. There's a lot of individuals taking it. Backed. Okay, interesting. I'm more curious now. Okay, wow, John Hopkins. Oh my goodness. And then finally, okay, I get to a point in my brain where I have to say, okay, so what is this thing? And then it goes, perfect. What happens during the 7-day metabolism reset? So number 1, we're primed metabolism. Number 2, we're enhanced muscle tone. Number 3, balanced hormones. Improved mood. Leaner body composition. Increased energy. Sweet. Okay, so now we're starting to get an idea. Again, prime metabolism, enhanced muscle tone, balanced hormones, improved mood, leaner body composition, increased energy. A lot of the things they want. Okay, so what happens? Again, benefit driven. You do this, you'll get this, and this. Okay, so we're starting to get a greater understanding of what this thing is. This is specifically kind of what it does and the benefits of doing it. Eventually, what we're going to get into is how it does it. Look, no one's promising you a 6-pack in a week. That's what I said earlier. I said, hey, the limitation with weight loss is that it takes a while. So I like this here, and this is a sense of reality, where it's like, yeah, we all know, you know, this 7 days is, it's going to do something, but it ain't going to be everything. All right? An interesting note as well. So again, they're not claiming it, but if you were telling me, so join the sisterhood of babes who transformed using the metabolism reset. So they upsell their clients into coaching. So they're not implying it. But if you're telling me in 7 days you can transform your body like the photos here, I'd be shocked. These individuals here probably buy their long-term coaching so that they have great results, right? They have great results, but they can actually say, hey, these individuals have took this, which is true. They did take the metabolism reset, but they also bought coaching to get this body. So inherently what I'm thinking is if I take this metabolism reset thing for 7 days, I'm going to get this. But in reality, what happened is that they bought this and then 21,000 others ascended into one-on-one coaching. So they go, okay, interesting, join the sisterhood of 21,000 other babes who transformed using the metabolism reset. Yeah, that's where they started, right? Because in 7 days, I don't think that would be probably possible. So that is what this is. Okay, but you're thinking, and again, if you don't understand marketing and advertising as a normal individual, you're thinking, wow, in 7 days I can accomplish this. Okay, instead it should say that have joined our long-term program. And then results may vary, of course. And so what they do is they kind of double down on it, where they go, look, no one's promising you a 6-pack in a week, right? So it's like, hey, no duh. However, it will help you with this, this, and this. But here's what we can promise. There you go. Better sleep, more energy, reduce inflammation. Metabolism that actually works for you, not against you. Classic line. Confidence to feel good in your skin again. Immediate digital access after purchase, and great foundation. See, these are all, they're all vague. Like, that's just me saying, but here's what we can promise. You'll make more money. You feel more confident. You'll stand up taller. It's all just things they want, but without the actual, without the quantitative data. It's all kind of like qualitative. It's all just like better sleep, more energy. And yeah, that can happen in 7 days, for sure. For sure. And probably a lot of this market are like, that's fine with me. Right? So it's basically the but scenario where it's like, it's like I think Hormozi was saying this. It's like, you could say, the word but means a lot, where it's like, I'm terrible at this, I'm terrible at this, I'm terrible at this, I'm terrible at this, and this, but I'm good at this thing. So that's kind of what they're doing here. They're saying, I can't promise you a 6-pack, so they extend the claim, right? They make it like, yeah, obviously, but, and they use the word but, here's what we can promise. So this stuff here means a lot more because it's been pre it's this came first. My goodness, what a day today. I can't even talk. So we kind of preload this whole thing with this thing, obviously, and then boom. All right. So what's inside the 7-day reset? Obviously, because I have to understand what I'm actually buying. After all the emotional piece, it becomes a logic piece of, okay, this all sounds great, but what am I actually getting? Each day, a new module will be released with in-depth tutorials along with step-by-step demonstrations. Okay, so it's tutorial-based demonstrations. The morning metabolic cocktail. Don't worry, no alcohol involved. All right. Interesting. Picture this. You wake up and instead of stumbling straight to the coffee pot like a zombie, you take vinegar. Right? You give your body exactly what it's been craving for 8 hours without water, electrolytes. This simple 2-minute cocktail will kick your metabolism into high gear and set you up for feeling energized, focused on your shoulder output all day long. Perfect. Okay, free fat loss fix. Did you know most fat loss comes from breathing during sleep? That's the only thing you're able to deep, restful sleep. So a lot of them have crappy sleep. We'll show you how to turn your bedroom into a sleep sanctuary and balance your most important hormones like leptin, insulin, and cortisol. I would potentially like to see, again, depending on the ICP, did you know most fat loss comes from breathing during sleep? I'd like to see some science, according to new research, this is kind of a, because it's like, really? And everyone, by the way, everyone thinks they sleep fantastic. So it's one of those things I would like to see this claim a bit chunked down to just show some more proof about how that's kind of the thing. That alone in itself is a great angle that you could probably just make a single offer off of. We'll show you how to turn your bedroom into a sleep sanctuary and balance your most important homes like leptin, insulin, cortisol. Yes. The hormone happy fuel. Again, this is kind of vague as well. It's just like, yeah. The hormone happy fuel formula, the fast updated will show you the new fuel new. There we go. New. Everyone loves the word new. Perfect. So this is making it more tangible. On day 3, you'll get this. On day 7, you'll get this. Jeremy Miner does the same thing, but it was just with pages. It's like you can actually start, okay, interesting. And they're future pacing it, right? So it's like on day 3, on day 5, you can get this. And when you've completed up to day 7, you can get this. That's what they're doing there. It becomes just a little bit more tangible. And you can start, in the brain there, that you can start picturing yourself getting it. And if you keep it all the videos, you'll be able to unlock our 100+ Meal Warrior Babe cookbook. Cool. Stress-inducing cardio isn't the answer. That's because cardio doesn't build muscle. It breaks them down. On day 4, we'll show you a simple routine. So they're giving me enough information. Again, it's still very like, it's invoking curiosity, where it's like, okay, I understand. Like, again, these 2 paragraphs are kind of like, it makes sense, and then they kind of give away their solution without going too deep. Now that is a byproduct of 1, the market sophistication, and 2, if they give it all away a little bit, then I'm not going to buy. Momentum multiplier effect. I don't know what that is. Right, so the future you starts now. So here we go. We're future pacing. The future you starts now. This is where we celebrate. You're now into the new era. Here we go. So now we're trying to change the identity. We're trying to change beliefs. You know, we're kind of doing this change work, as Alan referred to, getting them excited about, okay, this actually is maybe the potential solution. So on day 7, the future you starts now. This is where we celebrate. And on day 7, what's going to happen on day 7? The reason they're amping this up, right, it's not like, I mean, why not day 1? I mean, on day 1, I'm actually starting the thing, right? But let's see what they say here. This is where we celebrate. You've now entered your new era, where most people accept this is just how it is. You flip the script. You started the journey to become stronger, fitter, and healthier than ever before. On day 7, we'll show you how to keep the momentum going. There it is. Keep the momentum and give you a long-term plan beyond the metabolism reset. There you go. All right. I didn't know if they were going to say it or not. But on day 7, the future you starts now. So what are they going to do? They're going to hop on a call with you, and they're going to pitch their services, their long-term services. All right, and they're trying to build up excitement. Right, how to keep the momentum going and give you a long-term plan. Right? So they're trying to build that up for day 7. It's this big day event where you can become better than you were in high school. Right? The future you starts now. It's like on day 1, the future you starts now. You know, it's like, how does the metabolism work? So here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what the anticipation, the curiosity has been building up for. At this point, I'm like, all right, just how does this work? Right? And again, you need to explain how it works, not what it does, not that it makes people lose weight. That does not work in this type of market. It's too sophisticated. You have to explain how your thing works, and that's what they do here. Right, so you have some hormones here, menopause, graph. In your 20s and 30s, body bounce back, anything now, hormones shift, stress piles up, old methods backfire, but this is built ready for you. The metabolism reset doesn't punish your body, it supports it. Another classic line you'll see heavy in weight loss. Each day compounds on the last, you'll walk away with the foundation you can barely Who's the metabolism? Alright, so again, still very vague. Get where they're going. Who's the metabolism reset for? Women who've tried everything and are sick of spilling their wheels. Women juggling, women tired, yes. You've been helping others your entire life. Now's the time to put yourself first. Another classic line. or anything like the babes in a community, again, being in a community, perfect. If you're like us, which just means what? What does that mean? If you're like us, you will buy the $7 program. If you're just like us, if you're anything like the babes in our community, you've been doing a lot. Like, yeah, we have been. Between keeping up with kids, managing a household, and making sure dozens of other tasks don't slip through the cracks, it's a lot. It might be a big step to put yourself first for once, but deep down, you know, and I both know you deserve this. Truly, I'd like the word truly here. Alan talks about there's different language, you know, it's a different language to sell to men than it is to sell to women and vice versa. Truly is a word you can implement for women. Truly. Remember that. And really is for men. So right here, this would be perfect, but deep down, you and I both know you truly deserve this. And by showing up for yourself, you're able to show up even better for your family and everyone around you. So boom, there it is. So it's like, again, you're not selfish. You spending $7 and then, you know, buying long-term coaching is not selfish. You're doing this for your kids. You're doing this for, you know, for your family and everyone around you. Okay? So when you're ready to take the first step, we're here for you. Very comforting. Again, join, boom. All right? So it's like, yeah, I have been. And then, all right, well, you know, I want to join the sisterhood and be like the 21,000 people and look at all these great photos. Imagine I can be like them. I can be like them. Join now, claim your 85% off coupon with your order today. Unlock immediate access to 5 exclusive gifts. Perfect. All right, so now we're going to go through the bonuses. Personalized implementation call. All right, limited time availability. All right, the reason why, so implementation call, which is cool. Jeremy Miner does the same thing. Customers who redeem this coaching call are twice as likely to see sustainable long-term results. Boom. So what do you think this coaching call is? Do you think we're going to give everything away for free? No. And the reason they put this here, number one, customers who redeem this coaching call are twice as likely to see sustainable results because a lot of them buy. All right? A lot of them buy. And again, this is activation points. If you take probably the first step of actually booking the call, you are more likely to complete all the other days through. Okay, so you're starting off right. Also, again, this here makes me want to book the call. And then they're going to sell me on the call. Prepare for the call with your number one health challenge and then obstacle you face previous programs will help you overcome them. So yeah, they're going to probably do a roadmap and then say, you know, this does take usually 12 months, but if you're looking for some support, we do offer some other things. Would you like to hear them? And they're like, yeah, totally. And they get upsold. Metabolism reset, daily tracker. All right, you can track it daily. Right, so here we go. When you track your progress, your awareness grows, and you can see how many actual calories you are eating. All right, instant intuitive eating guide. Menopause results masterclass. Fast, fierce fuel recipes. So it's all classic weight loss, like jargon, all makes sense. Join now. If you don't enjoy the 7-day, then you shouldn't have to pay. What I would like to see potentially here are those aspects we talked about. You can do the writing underneath. This is what Jeremy Miner does. You can have the guarantee underneath. And then just, you know, the 1,500 reviews under each CTA. But beautiful colors. Let's see here. So here we actually talk about it, right? So we're taking risk away. There's so many programs that promises the world, but won't back it up. But we do. We're different. Even though we have thousands of positive reviews and documented transformation, we understand this is a personal journey for you. So are we ready to promise? We'll take on all the risks so you can focus on your transformation at any point within 60 days. There was a classic sales letter back in the day. And I believe they just, like, their money back guarantee was for so long. And what you realize is, it's like, and that's kind of the thing with subscriptions, right? You don't even really know you're subscribed. And so if you do say, hey, you know, you're subscribed to this, it's like, okay, I have better odds of canceling. But if I say the guarantee is 3 days, it's like you're trying to consume everything in the 3 days just to see if you want your money or not. Okay? 60 days is further out. And again, you don't really see, hey, you can get, there's a money bear, at any point within the next, within the year. There's none of that now. But what they did was there's a classic ad, and their money back guarantee was good for a very long time. I think even Halbert talks about it, where it's like the further it is, or some copywriter talks about it. There's been tests. The further it's out, because realistically, think about it. That even gives you comfort. You're like, oh well, I can try it in every scenario. And what happens? Just like subscriptions, you forget about it. That means dialing two things can happen. Here we go. Like a dichotomy. It works, and you start feeling better. Your energy rises, your sleep is better, your inflammation is leaving, and move towards your best self. Outcome 2, it doesn't work for you, and all I have to do is message our team, and we'll immediately refund you every penny. That way you're completely covered with nothing to lose and everything to gain. Why not? Sounds good, right? You're like, all right. Are you like me and scrolled straight to the bottom? Now, this is for people. So what happens is 100% land here. It's like 80, 70%, and then hardly no one is reading this. Okay, so no one really reads this. And you can detect this on heat map. So what they do, just like Jeremy Miner did, is you put a lot of emphasis here, and just like everyone does, they always skip the middle part, and they go basically to the bottom. And so you see this, and you go boom, you basically just get a copy and pasted version, slightly different, of essentially kind of some of the sections we have already seen. So, are you like me and scroll straight to the bottom? I would like this potentially be a little bigger so that I can actually see this and stop. Because sometimes I'm going to stop down here, which is fine, but, here's the gist. Look at all this for $7. The full day experience 1, the morning metabolic cocktail, the free fat loss fix, X, Y, and Z, and then plus 5 bonuses. 1, 2, 3, right? So they just summarize pretty much what it is. Boom, nice graphics. Join now. So this here, that's what I was talking about. The Jeremy Miner does this. Limited time offer, scarcity, right below the CTA. Instant download, instant gratification, right below the CTA. And then boom, more benefits, bonuses. Okay, and then this. I would like to see potentially this below each CTA. Each CTA. They probably did test that out, but that there maybe a little smaller, but boom. And then frequently asked questions, right? Just your generic common questions. What's included? Is this boom? And you have to act like someone's just landing on this for the first time. So what type of results will I see? Boom, help me burn fat, and then CTA join now. Disclaimers, and then end. Okay, maybe we'll do, it's been a long time, we'll do probably this tomorrow. Boom, there you go. Order bump. Here's everything you're gonna get today. Boom. Yes, add the ultimate guide to macros plus free gift. So they don't even show the price. The reset, yes. I put in my payment options. Boom, I press this, and they have a $37 OTO1, the ultimate guide to macronutrients. Okay. It's basically one of the things that they've been dealing with, right? So they're not really sure what to be eating, how much to be eating. It's a very common issue. That's kind of the ascension path where it's like, okay, after the 7 days, well, what's still one thing you're going to be having issues with? Eating. So we're going to give the ultimate guide to macronutrients. OTO2, the ultimate guide to, I don't know, cardio or something a little easier. It can even be templates, and then this upsell. Just stuff that they're dealing with. You kind of just create that problem solution upsells. Only $37, 70% off. So look, you're still getting a discount with this one-time offer. Boom, they're gonna explain it. Boom, and then complete registration. I don't know what's on the back of this, but we'll cover this tomorrow. So that's kind of their funnel for this low ticket, $7. That is why they're doing what they are doing. The psychology behind it, and they are absolutely crushing. So nice page. I love it. Take care, and we'll chat tomorrow.